perhaps the Egyptian people remember well, some of them, certainly the older ones, years of tensions and warfare with Israel. And I'm just wondering, have there been protests in support of the Palestinians with regard to these latest developments?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to say that a short while ago, the Egyptian Foreign Ministry issued a statement saying that they rejected this use of force against the Palestinian protesters in Gaza. But at the same time, we haven't seen any protests on the ground here in Cairo. It's really important to distinguish between the level of popular sentiment, which is likely to be as angry at this move as it ever has been, and the actual ability to protest, given that popular protests were more or less made illegal by the Egyptian Ministry of the Interior as of late 2013. And so it's very possible that people would be protesting were they able to, but it's not something that most people feel currently able to do.
And Ruth, I'm also wondering whether perhaps there's a feeling in Egypt, as well as in other Arab nations, that perhaps at this particular moment they've got their eye firmly focused on issues closer to home. They've got problems of their own to be concerned about. And perhaps this is a question of slightly out of sight, out of mind. What are your thoughts?
I think that it's fair to say that there are a lot of people on the ground in Egypt who are extremely concerned about what's happening in Gaza, that pay close attention, for example, to the opening of the border with Gaza that last time took place in April to allow medical casualties through. But yes, there are a lot of people in Egypt who are extremely concerned about things like the economy, the difficulty in keeping up a basic standard of living in difficult economic times. But at the same time, there is an enormous popular sentiment that is concerned about Egyptian relations with Israel, which are better in many ways than they have ever been. Even though Egypt has played host to Palestinian factions, they will host the Arab League later this week. Egypt also has historically good relations with Israel at the moment, and that is in many ways out of step with some of the popular sentiment that we see on the ground, and especially support for the Palestinians.
OK, well, thank you very much indeed for that update. A perspective there from the Egyptian capital. Guardian correspondent Ruth Michelson, thank you so much.